Good morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Ganesh Jadhav, Head Department of English, Dhananjay Rao Gadgil College of Commerce, Satara. Friends, today I am here to discuss a very significant module of group discussion for the second year become students. Friends, this unit is prescribed for our syllabus with a particular intention because after the graduation, students are seeking their job in diverse fields. In these fields, the employers usually take different kind of interviews as well as they take the aptitude test, then they ask to participate in the group discussion. So, as we are well aware of that when we are seeking a job, we need to present our ideas in a very effective manner. For that matter, this content of group discussion is very significant because until and unless we get some specific skills from this particular part, we are unable to show it during the group discussion. For that matter, we have to think about this unit very sincerely as well as very seriously. So, now let us turn on to the part which is called as group discussion. Friends, this group discussion, this topic gives us an idea regarding what we have to do. Actually, group discussion is an important activity in academic, business, and administrative spheres. What does it mean? It means that whether the field is of academics, whether the field is of business, or any kind of administrative sphere, or any kind of administrative sector, one should be able to present his thoughts, his ideas. Because until and unless we get the next person's ideas and thoughts, we are unable to respond, we are unable to present our ideas and thoughts. For that matter, understanding others' ideas and views becomes very significant. This is a systematic and purposeful interactive oral process. See, it is a systematic, means there is a system in group discussion. The group discussion is not begun abruptly or it is not initiated, it is not started by any any member of that group, especially one person is responsible to conduct the group discussion, and that person is given the authority or given the right to start the group discussion. Actually, the group leader announces the topic on which the group discussion is going to be held, and therefore it is called as systematic. Then it is purposeful. Why the group discussion is conducted? The group discussion is conducted to bring out some of the important aspects in concern with the topic. Because, for example, see, there is one problem in the present society, that is of the COVID or the pandemic of the COVID. Suppose the students are asked to discuss this topic, the effects of COVID on the Indian society. At that time, the effects of COVID on the Indian society will be discussed. But in the end of that particular group discussion, some of the members will suggest what could be the remedies on this particular problem. Means group discussion is purposeful, means that some kind of remedy is brought on that particular problem. In this way, the group discussion is a systematic as well as purposeful work which is to be undertaken by the employer. At the same time, it is an interactive oral process. See, In a group discussion there may be more than 5 members, 7 members, or even more than 10 members can be included in a group. They communicate with each other, they talk with each other orally. But whatever they interact, whatever they present their ideas, those are grasped, those are understood by the other members of the group. And on those views, on those positive or negative views, the person formulates his or her own positive or negative views. And for that matter, this interaction becomes very important, because after interaction the person goes to the action. Means whatever action he is going to conduct in his life, that depends on the process interaction which he has conducted earlier. Hence, group discussion is an interactive oral process which is very significant. Here, the exchange of ideas, thoughts, and feelings take place through oral commission. As we have discussed it earlier, that this is nothing but the exchange of ideas, exchange of thoughts, exchange of feelings. One can understand what the next person is feeling about this particular topic. Whatever the person may be thinking, means it may be positive, it may be negative, it may be neutral, whatever the ideas maybe the person may be conducting, but when he expresses it, we come to know that whether his ideas are right or whether his ideas are wrong. Means our mind, our brain is enough capable to take the side of right or wrong. And that is why this interaction between the spheres, between the group, is very important, and which is a part and parcel of communication. The exchange of ideas take place in a systematic and structured way. See, the interaction or the thought process which is conducted in a group is a systematic and it is conducted in a systematic and structured way. There is a particular structure. For example, in a group discussion, there is a initiation or the beginning of that group discussion, as well as later on each member's ideas and thoughts are invited. Then there is a kind of debate or argument in concern with that particular topic among the peers or among the group members. And at the end, the group leader concludes that group discussion with a particular conclusion. So it is a structured way of discussion. So it has a particular structure, and hence we should be able to understand that any group discussion is not just a chaos. It is not a just talk on a particular topic, but it is a structured as well as it is a systematic way of presentation. Now let us think about the next part. The participants sit facing each other almost in a semicircle. So, in which particular way the participant have to sit, that is also defined. It means that it is a predefined aspect of, in the group discussion, that how to sit in the group discussion. So, it is a semicircle. Do you understand? You know that circle means a round shaped table, but it is a semicircle. Semicircle means in a half circle the students must the participants must sit in such a way that they can see each other, they can face each other, they can talk to each other in a particular way. And that is why the semicircle arrangement is done in the group discussion, and express their views on the given topic or issue or problem. In this particular semicircle arrangement, it is expected that a person can be seen by other members of the group who is presenting that particular idea. Because when the next person is presenting his or her idea, at that time he can address the person who has earlier expressed his thought or idea. And therefore, in this particular group discussion, you should sit in a semicircle position. So, in this way, we have seen the first important part, that is what is group discussion. Now, let us turn on to the now let us turn on to the third slide, which is known as which is called as why group discussion is important in college. See, friends, group discussion is important in the college because we have to able to express our ideas, views, thoughts, brainstorming. We are very much supposed to do these activities because there are different types of students in the society. For example, the students are some of the students are introvert, some are extrovert. First of all, we should be able to understand what do you mean by introvert students. Introvert students means those students who are not expressing their thoughts and ideas and views very easily. Means they think on their own level, but they do not express whatever they are thinking. And that is why these introvert students are supposed to express their ideas and thoughts in a group. On the other hand, the extrovert students are there, extroverts boys and girls are there. These extrovert boys and girls express whatever they feel, whatever they think immediately. So they are extrovert, means they are talkative, they do not keep any thought or any idea with themselves, just they go on talking. Especially we can see this kind of quality in the girls, because the girls are always telling to their friend that I am just telling you, I am not telling this particular thing to anybody, but I am telling you. And this kind of thing is done with all the friends. It means that the secret is not secret, it is an open secret, and it is told to all the friends of that particular girl. It means that girls are talkative, they do not keep any idea or any feeling with themselves, but they express it. But psychologically it is very important and it is very useful, because one must express his or her ideas or thoughts in a very plain manner, because separation of thoughts or separation of ideas with oneself is very dangerous, or it can create a psychological pressure on the brain, on the mind, and it can convert into psychological disorders. And for that matter, group discussion is very important in the college for the sake of expression of ideas, thoughts, as well as the youth must have a brainstorming, because the youth have different ideas with themselves, and if they are presented with a particular thought or idea or any topic for group discussion, they can present their ideas and thoughts in such a way that they can bring out beautiful remedies as well as solutions to the burning problems. And that is why brainstorming sessions are very much needed in the colleges. Now let us turn on to the second part, to improve thinking, listening, and speaking skills. Friends, in present scenario, as we see what are the job opportunities, what are the market requirements are there, we should be able to improve our thinking. See, because until you improve your thinking, your actions could not be supported, or your actions cannot be improved in that particular way. Your listening and speaking skills are also very important. In English there is a proverb, a best listener can be the best speaker. Means one has to listen very carefully, whatever the content may be, whatever the speaker may be telling to him, one should listen it very carefully. I would like to cite the example of Vivekananda, that he was a very careful listener. Whatever he listens at a single time, he used to present it as it is for the next time. It means that he was a careful as well as very honest learner who was able to speak, who was able to create the same kind of speech in the next attempt. It means that listening is the most important skill, and students, I believe that the students are not doing this kind of activity in their day to day life. For example, number of students come to me and tell to me that, sir, I am having problem in my fluency, I am having problem in my communication skills in English. They complain number of things. But I ask them to undertake a task. What is that task? That task is nothing but, I used to tell them that you do the practice of LSRW. What do you mean by LSRW? L for listening, S for speaking, R for reading, and W for writing. So these are the basic skills to learn any language. Okay. So I used to tell them that you have to practice for half an hour per day every kind of skill. For example, listening should be done. It may be on YouTube, or it may be on any kind of lecture in English, or you can listen the news channel in English, and you can get the ideas regarding that particular listening of that particular language. Then second important thing is speaking. You should practice your speaking with your friends, your group members, or your family members. You should do it for half an hour. Then listening, speaking, reading, you should read at least one book which is out of your syllabus for half an hour in your day to day life. Then you should write more than half an hour per day, and you will get that there are very good ideas and thoughts which can be generated due to the practice of LSRW. And for that matter, we should practice this particular thing, and we can get the expertise in the speaking or expression of that particular language. With these words, I would like to stop here, and we will continue the remaining part of group discussion in the next lecture. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much.